78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC, Lions Den basketball community in this case. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe, also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, go ahead and share the video. Check it out, man. So the Milwaukee Bucks, my Milwaukee Bucks, smashed the gas on the Sacramento Kings tonight. Great victory by the Bucks. This is a second game of a road trip we're on right now. Unfortunately, we lost to the Golden State Warriors the other night with no Giannis. Giannis has missed the last 3 games for the Bucks, trying to nurse his hand injury that he had earlier this season. I think against Philly. I think that game was against Philly when he hurt his hand. But let's look at some numbers here. Let's check out Giannis' numbers first and foremost. Giannis Antetokounmpo played 34 minutes. He was 19 of 28 from the field. Excellent field goal percentage. 2 for 2 from the three-point line. 6 of 7 from the free throw line. 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, 5 turnovers, 46 points by Giannis. Okay, absolute monster performance by Giannis. Chris Middleton played exquisite. It was good to see Middleton out there playing good. 31 points by Chris. Very efficient shooting as well. Brook Lopez has been playing phenomenal for us this whole year. Brook is like a rejuvenated player. Ever since he got that back surgery, he's just been balling out of control for us, man. I'm so happy for Brook Lopez. He gave us 23 points, 9 for 14, very efficient shooting, 4 for 6 from the three-point line, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks. You know, Brook Lopez is really making the case for Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, seriously. I mean, this dude is out here balling. And then he even got into a little scuffle with one of them chumps off of the Sacramento Kings. Pushed Giannis at the end of the game. He frustrated. He mad. Brook Lopez got in his face, and they got into a little scuffle. And they both got ejected. You know what I mean? But it was good to see Brook fired up. You know what I mean? Drew Holiday, efficient, but not his best game. Not his best game. He kind of let Chris and Giannis and Brook take over. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, the Bucks are trucking along just fine. I'm happy, proud of the squad. Early in this game, we knew right away that the Kings couldn't do nothing with Giannis. They couldn't nothing with him. Giannis is going to the basket at will, scoring at will. Referees really wasn't calling no fouls. Otherwise, Giannis would have easily had 50 had he gone to the foul line as many times that the Kings was hacking him. They even tried to foul Giannis out of the game early, get him in foul trouble to slow down his momentum. They called a few charges on Giannis, offensive fouls, which is absolutely ridiculous. You know what I mean? But other than that, the Bucks are looking wonderful. So let's look at the standings. The updated standings right now, as of right now, the Milwaukee Bucks 49-19. I believe we'll be the first team to reach 50 wins this NBA season. We have the best record in the league. We're 2.5 games above the Boston Celtics, who just lost to the Houston Rockets tonight, which is a shock. You know what I mean? You can never really look at the schedule until, even though the Celtics have a pretty easy schedule, I don't know what they're doing, but they've been losing a lot of winnable games. Jaylen Brown went off. Jason Tatum had 22 points, but Jaylen Brown had like 43 points. And I think Malcolm Brogdon gave them 20 points off the bench or something like that. So, I mean, the Celtics have the weapons. It's something missing from the Celtics. I think it's a mental issue. A lack of preparation and commitment to win these games that they know they're supposed to win. So you got Philly still at 3, Cleveland Cavaliers at 4. They're going to be a problem. The Brooklyn Nets hanging in there at 5. The New York Knicks at 6. The Knicks and the Nets have been all year back and forth, battling for those positions, jockeying for position. You know what I mean? Miami Heat at 7 right now. Atlanta Hawks are at 8. Toronto Raptors at 9. and the Chicago Bulls at 10. Um, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the East. But of course, I got the Milwaukee Bucks coming up out of the East. I got us playing probably Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. I really want to win this first seed. I want to have the best record in the league and definitely the best record in the East. I want that first seed because I just think that if you prepare properly in the regular season and you take that serious, you take pride in winning in the regular season, that can translate over into the playoffs. I don't think we should just be, lollygagging around in the regular season like, oh, these games don't matter, or it's going to matter in the playoffs. Well, you got to learn how to win. You got to learn how to win them close games in the regular season. You got to see who's going to be available for you in the playoffs. You got to see what these guys can do that's on your team, on your bench. How do you react in certain different situations? So, all that stuff is important. So the Bucks need to continue to take these wins serious in the regular season serious. That's what I want to see from them. You know what I mean? Boston, on the other hand, y'all hold on while I blaze. Boston, very good team, very deep, but the Bucks are deep now too. I mean, we got some nice little roster, man. We're very deep. My next video I do about the Bucks, I'm gonna break down the roster and see what we're looking like as far as depth. But Boston is very deep. They just have some mental lapses. They got a lot of mental lapses. It's hard for them to stay focused because they shouldn't be losing. A team like Boston shouldn't be losing to the Houston Rockets. It just shouldn't be. There's no excuse for that. Not at this stage. Early in the season, fine. You know what I mean? When, trying to work out a few kinks and stuff like that, you're dealing with injuries and different things, whatever. But right now, when it's time to lock in and be prepared for the playoffs, and this next month or two, the Boston Celtics should be ready to ball. You know what I'm saying? No way they should be losing to the Houston Rockets. Houston ain't playing for nothing but a draft pick right now. I mean, literally. I think not Cleveland, but I think Philadelphia 76ers are going to be a problem. But I don't trust them in the playoffs. I think Joel Embiid is an MVP candidate, front runner, MVP candidate, him and Giannis. Of course, Joker's in there too, but, I ain't even going to talk about him. Joker and them just lost 3 in a row, and the media not even talking about it. They act like it never happened. Had that been the Bucks losing 3 in a row, please. I'm already seeing articles on ESPN talking about how, is Giannis having an off year? Is Giannis taking a step back? What are you talking about? The man averaging a career high in points. He'd have stepped his game up. And you talking about is Giannis having an off year? Stop looking at all them super duper analytics and all that nonsense. It don't matter, man. Get up out of here with that. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on the matter. 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty LDBC. I'm up out of here. Deuces.